morning. I'm on my way to the doctor. That's pretty much it. I woke up late. I slept for like 10 hours last night. It was awesome. And now I'm on my way to the doctor, and that's all that's happened so far today. And it's 1:45. But it feels kind of good. And I didn't tell you this yesterday. I looked at my calendar and realized that I have Thursday off too, so I have 3 days off in a row, and that's so awesome. And I was super excited. So today on the way home, I'm going to stop at Target, pick up some food and some, like prescriptions and stuff. And then I'm going to go home and try to make the apartment look nice, because it looks like a disaster. A tornado went through my apartment from just going away for the weekend, and everything else has been going on for the last couple weeks. Also, I'm driving my own car today, which is super weird because I got really used to driving Jake's car this weekend. And, driving a total of, 17 hours in 3 days makes you really used to a car. Like, I was going out of the parking lot and I was slowing down, and all of a sudden I just abruptly halted because my car weighs half as much as Jake's car does. This is a boat. And it's really funny. So every time I'm using my brake, I'm stopping way faster than I thought I was going to. Oh, and it's so funny. And I got used to everything about his car, so now I just feel super claustrophobic. Oh, yeah. So that's interesting. I never thought I'd not be unused to my car after not driving it for 2.5 days. It's crazy. So yeah, I'm gonna go to the doctor now, and I'll see you when that's over. So I'm done with my appointment. I am so shaky right now, and I don't know whether it's my blood sugar or if I'm just really coming down from all of the stress of this weekend. I think it's kind of a combination of both. But man, I am just I was realizing when I was talking to my doctor about how anxious and how long it's taken me to become a normal level of stressed out since this weekend. I really didn't feel normal again until last night when I was looking at all my nail polish and thinking, wow, I really don't have to do anything. I literally spent 3 hours on Reddit last night, watched a hockey game, drank a beer, and thought about painting my nails, but decided, meh, too much work. And that's part of my coping process, is really giving myself time to do nothing. I found that's very valuable to me. Even and allowing myself to not feel stressed out during that time. It's one thing to say okay, from this time to this time I'm going to take a break. But it's more important for me to say to myself, from this time to this time, I am going to do nothing. I don't have to do anything, I won't do anything, and I don't do anything. And that helps me feel more controlled. Be okay, this is how my body is right now. I am super stressed out, but right now the most important thing is myself and is making me feel better. And so I do whatever I want for an hour. And so that was basically all night for me last night, and it felt really good. And so today I'm kind of just I explained it like this. I'm trying to put all the pieces of my brain back in my skull, which sounds really weird, but I feel with this weekend, with this last super stressful week, that all of the fragments of my brain are just lying on the floor, and I kind of have to stick them back in like a kid's game, when you have the triangle shape and you have to fit it through the triangle hole, and the circle shape you have to fit it through the circle hole. Those balls, that was one of my favorite toys when I was a kid. That's what I feel right now, is just trying to put the triangle shape through the triangle hole so that my brain will feel like it's a complete collection again. Which is one of the reasons why today is very small, simple tasks for myself. Going to Target, picking up prescriptions, and finding something that I want to eat. like going home, making the apartment look kind of nice so that I feel like it's not a disaster. Like, those are very simple, low-level thinking things, and that's what I need right now. And it's so weird, but I just need a couple of days to, like, not think about anything. To really let my brain kind of, like, put everything back together, and so that I can think clearly and efficiently about things so I'm not worried about them in the meantime. Like, where I want to apply for jobs, what I'm going to do next week after I don't have a job anymore. Last night, I was able to go through all of my bank account, or my bank account, all of my bank accounts. Yeah, like I have 20. No, my one bank account. My bank account and my credit card, and was able to pay off my credit card, and go through my budget. I use YNAB, which is called You Need a Budget. It's the abbreviation for You Need a Budget. It's a program. You can buy it for, I think it's $60, $50, in the software that you can use, and you budget your money based on what you have right now. So until you get your paycheck, you might only have $50 budgeted for groceries for that month. But it's about what you need right now and what you have available to spend right now, which is much more, it's a rewarding budgeting system for people who are transitioning from not having a budget. And so being able to say, okay, I have this right now. I don't have to depend on anything happening next week. It's what I have right now, what I can spend right now, what's in my bank account right now, and I won't get an overdraft fee. And I think that's really important for the way my brain works, especially when it comes to budget, and I tend to feel really guilty when it comes to spending money, or when it comes to spending too much money. So this works for me, and last night I was able to budget out everything for next month and still had some money left over. So that means anything that I make in May is past my original budget of my normal, comfortable budget. So that means that the paychecks that I get in May will be rolled over into June unless I spend a lot of money on something in particular, which would be okay too if necessary, but you know, it's better to roll over money than it is to spend it. So that makes me feel comfortable that I'll be able to get through at least June without really feeling the effects of losing my job or, you know, quitting my job. That lady walking behind me is really creeping me out. Okay, so I'm gonna go now. But yeah, but I feel comfortable, even though they gave me a $1.50 raise after I put in my 2 weeks notice. I'm not letting that affect me. I'm going to enjoy the extra $50 or whatever I get from the raise, and maybe even spend it on something fun, who knows. But it's more important, there are more benefits for me quitting than there are for me keeping my job. And that's the matter of fact way of looking at it, and there's no reason to feel guilty about that. Plus, I know that I'll be able to pay all of my bills and feed myself through June, which gives me, you know, 2 months of not having to figure stuff out. And if I can save money, that's great. If I can try to avoid eating out more, that's great. But right now, I'm worried about right now, the money I have right now, and seeing where it takes us. So that's what's up today. Now I'm going to go to Target and take care of the aforementioned prescriptions and trying to find food that I want to eat. So let's do that. Hey, remember that one time where I started sobbing in the middle of Target? Oh wait, no, that was today. I am so upset right now. I'm a mixture of just plain upset and angry, and I didn't even mean to cry, it just happened. Because I've been trying to get a prescription refilled from my psychiatrist for the last 2 weeks. Well, I've been really trying since Tuesday last week, and I don't know how difficult this is. My doctor is only in 1 day a week, and so that's always been a problem. And now they just don't respond to my phone calls. And I know I need to get a new doctor, but the fact of the matter is that doctors are in really short supply for psychiatrists right now. It takes months to get into a new one, and they're incredibly expensive. I have a really crappy health coverage too. My phone battery died, so I'll just finish saying what I was saying on here, and I'll try not to look at myself on the phone because that's really hard to do. But yeah, so I can't find a new psychiatrist, not right now at least, not until I have different health insurance. And I've looked into others, but they're hundreds and hundreds of dollars for each appointment, and I can't fathom spending that much money. So I called my doctor again yesterday, finally got to the nurse, and she told me that the clinic doesn't accept faxes anymore, so that I need to have them send it electronically. And I said, okay, fine. And she said, okay, well, I'll call this one prescription in for you, so you'll have it there. And I was like, okay. We confirmed that it was the Target that I go to pick up my prescription. Well, this afternoon I go in, and not only do I need another refill of one of my other prescriptions, so I asked for that, and he says, oh, well, we only send faxes. And I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, that's the only way clinics usually accept them is via fax. And I was like, so you're telling me that my doctor doesn't accept fax, and that's the only way you accept prescriptions? And he's like, yeah, I mean, we could call them, but that would probably not count. Like, they probably wouldn't allow that as sufficient evidence that you have a prescription. They would have to call it in. And I was like, oh, great, because I have such a good history of being able to get a hold of my doctor. And I'm burning food. 1 second. So, they said that the only way that they send faxes is the only way that my doctor won't take them. And so I said, okay, so what do you want me to do? And he's like, well, you could have them call us. And I'm like, great, that's going to work out well. Well, can I at least just pick up the one that I had sent in today? I'll figure this out later. And he says, oh, it looks like it was sent to a different location. It was sent to the wrong freaking location. I can't pick it up there because it's very far away. I've never even been to that Target before. It was sent to the wrong location. They can't transfer it because it's a controlled substance. Because it's like Xanax. It's like one of those guys. So it's controlled. I can't have my boyfriend pick it up. I have to pick it up myself. And I have to call my doctor in order to get them to send a new one to my actual pharmacy that I actually go to. So my phone just ran out of space. This whole little clip is just going so well, as you can see. This is going to drive me to drink. So I need to call my doctor to get a new prescription sent to them. So I call my doctor in the middle of Target, just sobbing. I can't even control myself at this point, and I'm just beyond repair at this point. And I'm calling and I'm saying, hey, so Target thinks I'm crazy that you don't accept faxes, so that's really great. And now I actually feel crazy because I don't have my freaking medication that you should have given me a freaking week ago. And I am so angry. I just could punch somebody in the face. I'm not even kidding. I can't even understand what the hell is going on right now. And I am so angry. And what do you do in this situation? I mean, I can call 4 times a day to my doctor. Apparently that's what I'm going to have to do in order to get a prescription sent to the right frickin' pharmacy. Do you have any suggestions for me? Have you gone through this? I called my doctor, like my primary care doctor, when I got home, and told her she's already aware of the situation, that I don't like my current doctor, and that I can't get any prescription refills from him. And so I called and left a message for her because I know she'll actually get back to me saying, hey, I have this problem. I'm having worse problems, and I can't get the prescriptions refilled that I need to get refilled. Is there anything you can do? Can you prescribe these for me? Can I get them from you until I get a new doctor? What are you suggesting? What can I do? Because she is my primary care doctor is one of the best doctors I've ever had in my life, and she's able to actually tell me what's going on, why it's happening,
and like give me a greater sense of what's going on, because I have no idea. And this entire situation has just made me feel like a freaking crazy person. Like, I'm standing there arguing with this guy at Target, telling him, like, I'm not angry at you, I'm angry at my doctor, and I don't understand why this is happening, and I don't understand what I should tell him to make it stop. And he's just looking at me like I am a lunatic. And I don't, well, now I feel crazy because this guy's looking at me like I'm crazy. My doctor is treating me like I'm crazy and not giving me a call back. Am I actually sane? Like, am I going crazy? What is going on? I'm so confused. I just need to go eat dinner. I need to eat something. I'm going to drink my Pepsi because frickin' soda makes me feel better. And thankfully Jake will be home soon, so he can help me. What is today? What is happening? I don't know.
Okay, it has finally shifted back to not snow, so that's good. It was snowing for the last couple hours. And I got the notification on my phone that my prescription is filled and waiting at Target for me now, the correct one. And the nurse did call me back, and we tried to figure out what was going on. And I have no idea what's going on between the whole vaccine thing. That is just beyond me. I told her to call the pharmacy and figure that out because I don't know. And she also told me that, yeah, this is weird. You're not crazy. You're not making this up. It's all just weird and this doesn't happen. So that's frustrating. But hopefully my prescriptions are over there waiting for me. I need to go and get them. I don't want to. Because I've literally been shaking all day, and I made food and ate an entire dinner already, even though it's, well, now it's 7:20, but when I ate it was only like 4. And so I thought it was my blood sugar, but I think I'm having withdrawal from my prescription that I need. I think that's what's happening and why I'm so shaky. I can't explain it any other way. So I'm gonna go and pick that up because maybe that will make me feel better, because I've been like sweaty and hot and shaky all day, and it feels like I have a fever, except I don't have a fever. And maybe I have a fever. Maybe I'm just sick. I don't know. I feel so weird today. This vlog is weird. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. You know what I mean. Yeah. What is going on today? Did I like accidentally fall into like an alternate universe where gravity doesn't work exactly the same, or not sure what's going on here. But I do know that I have a kitty. Hi, Boops. Oh yeah. And she cuddled with me for a good couple hours this afternoon. She said, "Mommy, I make you feel better." Yeah, I make you feel better. I wish I could bring you to Target with me and be like, yeah, see, I have a cute kitty. She does not like that idea. She really hates driving in the car. I think she knows. She just knows that that's what I was talking about. Alright, wish me luck. Try 2 at Target. That was hilarious. So you know how all day I've been saying I think I'm going crazy? Oh, that, and I thought Jake was coming home for dinner-ish time, you know, tonight, like after his first job. And I've been thinking that way all day. I even sent him a text message saying, hey, the highway by our house is really backed up. Make sure you take like the back way home when you come home. And he texted me that he was at the Target over by his work picking up shoes. And I was like, oh, okay, he must be on his way home. And I'm like, well, that's weird. He hasn't turned up yet. And then I realized, no, duh, Britta, he hasn't turned up yet. He is at his other job right now. But okay, I was just driving down the road and I saw a deer across the road, like probably 1,000 feet in front of me. So like far enough away where I could be like, was that really a deer? Did I really just see a deer? I've never seen a deer in the Twin Cities before. Like, I mean, that's pretty common where my family lives to see deer, because like there's a meadow kind of by my house and we're like right on the edge of the city and the country, so you see deer all the time. It's not like I haven't seen a white-tailed deer before. But I was like, okay, no, I'm actually going crazy. They're definitely I just saw something that didn't exist. There are no deer in the Twin Cities. Who sees deer in the Twin Cities? What the hell is going on here? But then the guy in front of me kind of slowed down where I thought I saw the deer. And I looked over and sure enough, there were 2 deer walking down the street. So, so I'm not crazy, at least there. Not actually seeing things that don't exist. So that's good. Let's just hope once I take my meds again, that I'll feel a little bit more balanced, because I definitely don't right now. So yeah, thought I was seeing things. I literally feel crazy, you guys. This is so weird. I want it to stop. Okay. Okay, now I'm actually going to Target, okay? Target trip 2, success! I got it. My 1 prescription at least. My 2nd prescription was too early to be filled. But at least I got the one that I've been waiting for a week for. And I took one as soon as I got in the car because I was like, oh, I need to feel calm. So hopefully it'll kick in soon. But I got home. I think I'm going to crack the door open actually a little bit because it is really warm in here. So I'm not just delusional. This entire day is me saying, I think I'm going crazy, and then the next clip saying, okay, well, I wasn't crazy, but I think I'm going crazy here. And the next clip is refuting that. Apparently, that's just how today is gonna go. Oh, goodness. But Kitty! Hi. Look at that face. You can't say no to that face. Right, Lay? Oh my goodness. I can't even with you. I just can't. Look at, oh, so cute. Have you gotten enough of Leia's face yet? Because I know I haven't. Okay, I'm gonna go paint my nails now. I'm gonna use the plie wand that I talked about yesterday. And I'm really excited because not only do I get to use pretty colors, but I get to use a new toy. So I'll let you know how that goes. So it was my first time using the plie wand. I think my right hand turned out pretty good. I always start with my non-dominant hand because it's much easier to fix mistakes when you don't have nail polish on your non-dominant hand because you're not that coordinated there. So I feel like it was pretty good. I really only needed to use the orange or cuticle stick like 2 or 3 times to kind of clean up, but I already feel like I'm having more control over the brush and having the brush rest in the crook of my hand. I'll show you how I hold the brush. So I hold the brush like this. So having this rest in the corner of my hand really does help. And if the brush isn't parallel with your nail, you just twist it because it's magnetic. So you really can use this in a lot of different positions, and mine just happens to be kind of at a 45-degree angle pretty much, and it feels pretty comfortable. So I'm excited about using it on my non-dominant hand with my dominant hand because I know it's really going to make things super, super simple and give me a much steadier hand even on my best hand. So I'm pretty excited about that. It's turning out pretty well. Alright, I am officially done with my manicure, and I wanted to share something that I do after every manicure, since I always start out with removing nail polish or just going over it with some nail polish remover to remove any oils, residues from my nails. So that tends to dry out your cuticles. So after I'm done painting base coat, color, top coat, sometimes 2 layers of top coat, I always go over with some cuticle cream or this stuff from OPI, the Avoplex Cuticle Oil. Some people hate the way it smells. I really like the way it smells. It's kind of fruity. I don't think it's too intense, but I've definitely read some people that absolutely hate it. So definitely try to get a chance to smell it before you buy it, which sounds really weird, but it smells like, if you like cucumber melon, you'll probably like the smell of this. Otherwise, probably some other oil or non-scented version would be better for you. But this is what the final nails look like. They're super shiny right now because I'm just letting the oil sit on there. I rub it all over around the edges of my nails just to make sure that my cuticle bed is nice and hydrated. And then I just kind of let it sit there. I don't even rub it in. Sometimes I rub it in if I have clean nails, but you know, this you don't want to mess up the polish. But I love this color. this color is from my latest julep box, and it is called Laree. It's Laree. And it's this really beautiful, like, melon pink with an orange shimmer to it. So perfect summer color. And especially since it's so rainy this week, I wanted something very happy. And I really like how this is a pretty much solid color with just a little bit of shimmer. It is definitely not a glitter nail polish. It's just one that's opaque with a little bit of shimmer, which is really nice. And I don't feel like I need to add anything over the top of it to make it extra blingy, which I usually end up doing. So yeah, that was really great. Also, Julep just announced yesterday, I think, after I shared my box, that they're rolling out a new subscription program where you can customize each box that you get. So if you like one of the colors in your style profile but don't like the other one, you can switch it out for one that you really like. And that does appeal to me because there often are two of the entire collection that I just absolutely love, and they're never in the same box. So I usually end up picking the other one with an add-on, which is $4.99, which is a great price for this nail polish, but then you end up with one that you're not absolutely in love with. And don't get me wrong, like, this peach will definitely get used. It's just, you know, not 100% what I saw and went, wow, this can look so awesome on me. Like, it'll look nice, but, you know, nothing will look as nice on my skin as something like this pink with kind of a yellowy undertone, because that just looks really good with my skin. So that's cool. It will cost a little bit more if you want to do it bi-monthly. Means I think it's like $24.99 versus the $19.99, but you can still get the $19.99 if you buy 3 months at a time, and it just works as like credits. So if you want to skip a month or whatever, you don't, you know, lose any money. So it is a cool new system. As a Maven right now, I don't have to upgrade to that if I don't want to, but I'm thinking about it. And they also offer one where it's the next tier up, where you get like basically twice as many picks. And so that definitely seems really cool, but not something that I'd need at this time, because 2 nail polishes a month plus one cool extra thing is plenty enough to satisfy my beauty cravings. And, you know, helps you get a cool collection of nail colors that you might not have chosen otherwise, plus the quality is unmatched. It may sound like this is like totally a sponsored thing, but it's really not. I'll put the link to Julep in the description. If you want to use my link, that's great. I think I get points that work towards a box. So I think I get like half a box worth of points. So if you sign up using my name, or if you sign up using my link, that's cool if you want to do that and support my beauty addiction. But if you just want to go to julep.com and check it out, I highly recommend it. Don't want to make you feel uncomfortable or pushy about it. It's really not super important. It'd just be cool. If you like it and you found out about it because of me, you can use my link. Otherwise, just look it up. I'm just kind of like a beauty spreading the worder. I wouldn't call myself a prophet because that seems like way too serious. More like a beauty cheerleader. Can we go with that? That is not my personality at all. Also, my hair is just, I can't tell if I like my hair today with the little flippies, because one was flipping out and one was flipping in this morning, so I had to do something and I just flipped them both out. I feel very 50s today. I don't know. What do you think? I like my hair this length. It's really cute. I might just keep it this length forever. Who knows? It encourages me to wear my hair down a lot more often, and I think it makes me look more like a person instead of the messy bun on top of my head, which usually makes it look like I've just been working out. Okay, but anyways, in summation, I like this nail polish. Julep was cool. You should check them out. Plie wand, definite thumbs up. Definitely worth checking out if you're a person who paints their nails pretty often, because I think it just adds like a whole nother aspect to painting your nails that gives you a little bit more control. And I think it would be really, really great for kids too. Like if your daughter's wanting to learn how to paint their nails, but you know, it gets messy, maybe this would give them more control of something that they're already familiar with. I don't know. So those are my thoughts. I'm gonna go watch some more YouTube videos because I can. And I think Jake will be home soon. So things are looking up. Things are looking good. And I am definitely feeling much more calm. Just feeling really good. It's just nice to... I think I was definitely going through some withdrawal symptoms. I'm not shaking anymore. Just kind of getting down to that base level calm is good for me. I'm not as calm as a normal calm person would be, but base level for me is good enough, and we can work with that. Yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. Now I'm gonna watch some more makeup videos because I am obsessed. I was brushing my teeth, so I figured Leia would give you a little goodnight talk, but she didn't seem super into it, so good night. Oh, of course now she seems interested. Hope you enjoyed the wild, crazy ride that was today. I kind of feel like it's a bad dream, but I finally get to go to sleep and wake up from it. So it's just that weird today. So here's to a better tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and if you want to see more. And I will see you tomorrow. What do you say, Lei? Uh-huh. What else? Well, I know. I'm sorry about that, but it's okay. Tomorrow will be better. Okay. Well, what do you say to the vlog? Okay. See you tomorrow, too. Good night.